Well, let's see if I can make sense and get some sort of coherent thought out about this, because my mind is swirling on what's going on. So I'm talking about Trump. I'm talking about the fact that coming to terms with not getting client lists, we're not going to get any justice for those young women, mostly women, that have been raped. Maybe some of them have been tortured. Maybe some of them have been ceremoniously murdered. We don't know how dark it got. I mean, they had that temple there, and we know that there are some seriously satanic cults that are involved in that sort of thing. So those people are going to evade justice. All right, but Trump's getting some other stuff done. He is getting some stuff done. You know, I don't know. Better than nothing, but it just shows you that he is controlled. That no matter what evil this deep state does, and okay, it's been, in the guise of the Democratic Party for ages. I mean, Trump, they allowed that guy to get several shots off on you in the literally set up a turkey shoot, and if but not for a literally an act of divine intervention, your head would have been turned into pink vapor. But yet you're still holding back. What have they got on you? That's the way I see it, I'm afraid. And you can't blame me for having a conspiracy mindset. It's been 10 years or so since I started, falling down the rabbit hole, and then climbing out of the rabbit hole thinking, no, hang on a minute, I think the world might still be round. There's a few people that go a bit too far. I don't think that person literally shapeshifts into a lizard. All right. Maybe he does. Maybe they do. Who knows? But we're never going to get really the justice we want until, I suppose, there is an official civil war. Civil war, as far as I'm concerned, started already. I mean, 2020, the rigging of election, the arresting and the punishing of Trump's legal representatives doing their job, writing letters. Just the list just goes on and on and on. I think about when this coup first started, and I guess an obvious date would be 1963 with the Kennedy assassination. I mean, they could have taken Kennedy out in so many more subtle ways. He could have just had a health problem in the middle of the night, a seizure, a heart attack. It could have done anything. No, they chose to do it in the most public and overt setting to show you what they're doing. And I do believe these people are demons. I believe they're working for the devil. I don't know. That's where I lose a few people, but I just believe it, or at least they believe they're working for the devil. Whether or not it's actually true or not, they believe it. Is that all right? And there is no evil that they are not prepared to do to keep power. There's nothing they're not prepared to do. And yet it's like, oh, we can't do this. So, we're talking about arresting Obama. Well, we've known that information. Haven't we known that for like 10 years now or so? Or the better part of 10 years? That Obama was behind the setting Trump up. That Hillary Clinton, working with, employing Christopher Steele from the British intelligence, GCHQ, to create false stories about Trump. I mean, everything that they did was, whether you call it treason or sedition, I don't know. I'm not very good at, working out the details of what exactly is what. But we've known all this. We know all this. The information is out there. And there is a way of getting this information out there. And it's something that Trump should have done on day one. And he should have gone after the censorship in big tech. They're not allowed to censor the way they do. It's written in a Section 230 that they're not allowed to do it. Yet we do nothing about it. And we just complain. And you could do something about this. You could go in, you could send in your guys, your feds, through Google, HQ, into YouTube, into Facebook, into all of these tech giants, Wikipedia even, and sees their algorithms, go through their coding, work out how they've been censoring anyone that might say something that they don't like, and you could be opening the eyes of the entire world right now, but you won't do it. And I just think Trump's controlled. I think he's holding on to this. He's either controlled because fear of his life or his family's life, or they've got on him. I mean, I'm sure the guy has got plenty of dirt on him. You don't get to be that age and that rich to not have done some shady shit, right? So maybe it's just that they've got him controlled and they're allowing him to do a little bit, and he thinks that it's like this, that it can be reformed. You know, like sort of Nigel Farage somehow believes that you can reform our establishment. You can't. It has to be cut. It's cancer. But yeah, I don't know. Does that make any sense what I'm on about there? I know it's just rantings, and all like 200 people that might get to watch this video might agree, might disagree. You might think that they are shape-shifting lizards, and maybe you're right. Anyway, it's just very disheartening. There was so much hope, and it's hard to deal with it when you have to face the reality. You have to face it. Not going to happen, and it's going to end up in very, very nasty civil wars everywhere. Anyway, have a good day. Bye-bye.